These slides were taken in the early 1970s, showing vessels arriving at the port of Hull about the same time as I came to live here. Aha! Do I spot a Humber paddle over at the Victoria Pier? By, can't you smell that fish? Victoria Pier is a sorry estate these days. The floating landing stage should definitely have been preserved. It's like a man with a leg cut off now. Now, don't all shout Sammy's Point at once. There's no scrap barges lying around here now for you to play block in and out of, or Realio. I can just see you all, with your bags of bread and lard sandwiches, bread and jam if you were posh, and your bottles of water. Did you take licorice sticks to turn the water into Spanish wine? Happy days, eh? On this dismal drizzly day that we were here, Victoria Pier looked a bit of a mess, in the middle of major renovation work. But I was down there the other day, and it's all finished. Looks a treat now. Can hardly get a seat on a warm Sunday morning. When we have one. We'll bring you back here again when the weather's a bit better, I think, for a better look at the Oswash. The plaque marks the fact that ferries operated from this site for 666 years, from the year 1315. Halfpenny for a man, a penny for a man and a horse, twopence for a cart. Oh, so you do remember the prices. The Edwardian loos are still here, and still regularly taking awards and prizes for the pristine condition in which they are kept. Public decency forbids me taking you inside for a look, but I wouldn't know which one to take you in anyway. For the next few minutes, you can be forgiven if you pinch yourselves in disbelief. Yes, this is still Hull, I kid you not. The transformation that has taken place down here this last few years has been remarkable. Move over Marseille, Monte Carlo and Monaco, this is the place. Come on to centre stage, Kingston upon Hull, and make your claim to fame. If only, oh if only we could have had our Humber ferry back again. To see this sight grow before your eyes as you cross from New Holland is the only way to approach our city, don't you think? Sir William Delapole. He originally stood at the junction of Jameson and King Edward Streets. What would he make of all this, as he now keeps an eye on the visitors to the pier in the Marina? These two slides, taken in the early 70s, look as if they may be of Albert Dock. We'll be showing several from this excellent collection by Mrs. Watson, who kindly loaned them for this programme, helping to give us a perspective on how much, or little, has changed this last 15 to 20 years or so. Back to the future. Naval artillery pieces, ancient and not so ancient, guard the Marina Basin. Ah, there's Mike Burton, one of the lock keepers. The old lock keeper's cottage has been renovated and forms the basis of the present offices of lock keeper, Coast Guard and the exciseman. Do you know there's a waiting list for berths for boats over 38 feet? As you see, the weather wasn't all it could have been on the day that we were down here in April. But the Marina area is a pleasant and interesting place to be at any time of the year. The Hull Marina was opened by the Queen in 1987 and is now the regular annual venue for very successful events such as the Hull Regatta in June, the Powerboat Championships in July, and the International Sea Shanty Festival in September. It is very restful down here, watching the operation of the lock, the changing water level, and enjoying the moments of anticipation as the gates open to greet a new arrival. When it's busy, 4 or 5 boats can get into the lock together. Very cosy. I bet he knows a few sea shanties. Humber Dock Street, the eastern side of the marina, still has familiar sights and smells. But in Humber Place there's a completely new sight. Hull's very own palace. It's proclaimed here on this signboard. See what I mean about Monte Carlo and Monaco? You should see it at night, all lit up. The electric bill must be astronomical. Castle Street, the dual carriageway that runs across the top end of the marina, is reckoned to be the busiest road in the whole region. You should try crossing it, even on a Sunday. The tide barrier, seen in the distance here at the bottom of Humber Street, paid for itself in its first year, in the flood damage costs that used to occur to the old town.